And good. Yay. Things are thinging. We are twitching. YouTube is taking its time. Don't worry, you take your time, YouTube. There's our phone. It is still quiet. Why are you quiet? Don't be quiet. Be loud like lion. All right. A few more things. Bam. And bam. Yay. Okay, we should be good. Hi, Rare Candy! Oh, and you know what? Just in case, as always, let me double check to make sure Streamlabs is labbing it. Okay, we're good. Great. Yay. You know what? My YouTube feed is having some issues. There we go. Bam. Yay. Bam. Yay. Great. Hopefully nothing explodes today. Something's gonna explode. Made a Discord account with a few other Poke YouTubers. Do I use Discord? Yes, I do. I'm RB Dragonite or Rainbow Dragonite like everything else. Like my head. Well, yes, that is currently exploding. I'm very tired. But you know, I am semi-used to that by now. But yeah, I'm Rainbow Dragonite on Discord. Or RB Dragonite. You should. It's unmistakable. Am I on it regularly? I am with friends. I don't tend to use it. Yeah, I love this song. Yeah, I am with friends. Like, me and my friends have our own little private server. I've been thinking about, like, making, like, a YouTube server. I don't know. You know, if enough people want it, then I will. Bow, bow, bow. And bam! There we go. Yay. Alright, great. I can put that down now. And today is the day the music doesn't die, because we're just going over Master Duel replays. Not that many! If there's a YouTube server, I will join. I will get to working on that. Get me. Cause yeah, like I said, I don't want to do it and then no one's there, and then everyone complains that no one's there. Like, if no one's there to want it, then why give it? Looking at you, AI. But yeah, today is a simple day. We're just going over some replays. Some good old Master Duel replays. Yeah. Only because... Konami! Yay! Alrighty, time for some... Hi, Yellow! Time for some Master Duel replays. But before we do that, Duel Live, of course. What are we, Neanderthals? Oh, YouTube is sending me Yu-Gi-Oh cards you won this giveaway. Neat. Yeah, you told me about your bug pile. Since we're doing, like, replays, do you have any interesting replays of your bug pile deck? Oh, whoa, hold on. Let's hold the phone here. Alrighty, we're starting off with Dimension Shifter. We have Effect Veiler, Retaliating Seed, Bestial Serendir, and Dominus Impulse. Is this a hand trap deck? Let's see, what's in here? No, it's Tenpai. It's Tenpai, but he opened none of the Tenpais. I see it tried the Maxi Challenge. I have not. I've gotten close to winning the Maxi Challenge, but also I just don't care when I get Maxied. Alright, so this person's playing on the back foot. Third replay. Thank you. We'll check it out after this. End. Alrighty. And they draw Fuelos. Oh, Lord. Bought your favorite deck. Which one? Centurion? Or Dragon Maid? It's one of the two. Oh, in Pokemon. Oh, okay, so we're talking Regidrago. Alright, Orcust, makes a lot of sense why they decided to pass when they got, shifted. Yeah, Orcust needs their graveyard. Find a card that will help me win it. So, they send away Fuelos, they grab the Babble. There's Crown, they take that. Going into Nightmare Phoenix. Turn Nightmare Phoenix into Mermaid. Yep. Discard the Santa Claus. Impulse the Mermaid. Poor Santa Claus. I love this card. As he said, one card per insect on your field. Non-once returned, searchable. That's neat. Other OP Dragon Pokemon you should add. Let me... Okay, pivot! There's an update! Damn! You know what? We will update and I will get to you when it's done updating. Bam! Okay, there. Never mind, it's server maintenance. Well, I would have loved to give you an answer. Because, like, I can see the cards in my hand, but there's, like, a handful of things that are, like, useful and not useful. There's a Dragonite that doesn't attack and then, like, mills 3. I don't remember which Dragonite it is, but that one is, like, pretty handy because you want to, like, mill stuff. Hisuian Gudra is really good. You only need to watch 5 seconds of the replay. We'll watch the whole thing. Yes, it's at the top. It's right there. I always have the music labeled. He's bananing. Yeah, that's why I have the music this way, so people always know what song is playing and from what game. But yeah, specifically, this is the Wrath of Cortex version of the song, which is probably my favorite version. Not gonna lie, Wrath of Cortex is great music. The game is pretty mid, but the music is good. Oh, there was, I think it was a Como-O. There's a Como-O, I'm pretty sure, that... what in the world is happening? YouTube failed to launch. Now! There's a Como-O that has, like, a really good effect, because, like, its attack can one-shot a lot of things. Like, its actual effect can, like, one-shot things. I think it was a Como-O. I'm pretty sure it was a Como-O. On. Bum, 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 bum. No, it wasn't a Como. God, it was something. This is gonna bother me if I don't look it up now, so... Yeah, the Dragonite I was thinking of was from, Hello. Thank you. Was from 151. It's the 151 Dragonite that has the, attack that mills. It's 2 energy, it does 180 damage, and then you, mill 2. To set up future plays, which is really nice. Oh, wait, no, wait. Was it a Haxorus? Was it not a, It might have been Haxorus. Yeah, there's a Haxorus. The Haxorus from Shrouded Fable. Its second attack does 230 damage, and you mill 3. And then its main attack, Bring Down the Axe, is if your opponent has any special energy attached to it, knock it out immediately. Yeah, that Haxorus is, like, really good. Because that's a huge chunk of damage. It's further mill to further set up your plays. And then, yeah, being able to, like, execute anything with special energy on it is insanely useful. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Haxorus. Yeah. Galatea's back. We're gonna hit Fuelos. It's not the end of the world for Orcust. Like, they don't need to do much extra. Okay, never mind. They're going into Feedsmith all of a sudden. Droll. Okay, that's why. They had Droll. Here's Requiem. God, I can't wait until the tiny white woman is banned. I really hate how unconditionally splashable it is. And good thing we had that Bestial. Good thing we had both Bestials. Sangen Summoning. We might be good. Our Tenpai player might squeak this one out. Yeah, they're good. Maxi. Well, they have Sangen Summoning now. Yeah. Yeah, they win. Hotline Miami 2, I love your music, but I gotta skip you. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, there's the Biden Dragon for the Biden Blast. We activate the Biden Blast, bring back Hydra, we swing, and that's game, yep. Alrighty, let's check out Yellow's insect replay. Bum, 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 bum. Brain is braining. Yes, Frayne. Frayne. Let's see. That is 420, 456. 021. You said the third replay. I'm assuming it's this one. Let's check it out. Alright, we're going first. Alright, check out what we have. We got Maxi, Sting the Poison, the Ragnarika Samurai, Armed Rebellion, and Westeria of Woe. In our extra deck, we got a whole bunch of bugs. We got the big old Ragnarika, the big old Atlas, we got Mantis, we got Papillion, we got Armor Horn, we got Picofalena, 2 Picofalenas, we got Cicada King, we got the big 12, Diabolantis, the menacing mantis. That's such a fun name to say. We've got Saichi, we've got Asa, we've got Ultimate Great Insect, Heavy Cavalry, and Cruel Saturnus. Yep, these are a bunch of bugs. 60 card pile. Yep, that's a pile, alright. This would be fun. Alrighty. So, we start with Rebellion. We get Max Seed, but who cares? Out comes Resonance Insect, which now procs Resonance Insect because it was just sent from Field to Grave. That lets us get Rapier. We proc Rapier, we send away the Sting, activate the Wind. We proc the Wind, grab Bullseye. Summon Bullseye. Do some damage. Activate the Wind, take these two. Here's Saichi. Proc Saichi. Activate the Wind. Grab Twin Bow. Proc Saichi to reset Wind, so now we can use Wind's effect again because it's a soft once per or soft twice per turn. We grab Sting. We use Rapier. We get Skullmeistered. It's unfortunate, but we'll live. We use Ragnarika to send him back. Baldrake procs, sending away Skullmeister. We'll proc our own Max C here. They're gonna Druid Swarm in order to stop that, so you don't get a draw here, but the Max C is active if they want to be funny for the rest of the turn. We summon Sting. Here's Arbalest. Take these three. That's an 8. Diabolantis, the menacing mantis. We send Goki Pole and what was the other one? Scout Bug. Hey, it's the song that actually plays during this. Out comes the big guy, the big 12, Grand Partisan. Resonance Insect procs. We activate the Wind again. Out comes Saranir. They're going to target Diabolantis, the menacing mantis. We draw a cross out from that. Out comes Dart. There's Sting Lancer. We proc Sting Lancer. Send away the Max C's back to deck. Sting Lancer we draw. Here's Landing. We take these two. Saichi's been a tuner this whole time, but we're not tuning. We're summoning Pick Up Elena. Yes, we are. We send away the Trap. Summon Resonance Insect in order to bring out our big guy. We get Ash Blossomed on Resonance this time, but that's fine. We have Cross out. That's what he's there for. Resonance now procs. We grab this big motherfucker. Super Armor. Target all 3 Resonance Insects in order to summon the Super Armor. Place them all in the back row, equip Super Armor. We pick up Felina for 3. We take these guys. Out comes Armor Horn. Yep. Resonance proc. Resonance proc. Resonance proc. Scale Bomber. Scale Bomber special summon. Here comes the Supply Soldier. Here comes Doom Dozer. And here comes Kumungus, the Sticky String Kaiju. Which we're gonna do that. We Valor the Armor Horn. They've got 21 cards left. Let's see where this goes. That's fine. We'll take Armor Horn and Scale Bomber. Make the Ragnarika. Yep, Mantis Monk. We will proc. Banish the Resonance Insects to grab Hunting Dance. Resonance proc. Resonance proc. We send away... God, what's that fucking guy's name? Beargrim, yeah. Don't you love that Resonance isn't once per turn? We summon Doom Dozer, Resonance proc. We send away another Rapier. Out comes Invincible Atlas. Atlas proc. We send away the Giant Insects to bring out Scout. We proc Scout. Bring out another scout. Now it's time for B-Trooper landing, so we'll take the scout, we'll take the dart in our hand. Make Cruel Saturnus. Supply Soldier procs, summons Saturnus procs, add formation. We will proc, they will Valor the Supply Squad. That's fine. We have Armor Horn. We'll banish 3, bring back Armor Horn. Activate formation. Take these 2. Out comes Papillion. We will proc Papillion. We'll proc Saturnus. Targeting Armor Horn. Bring it back. They're on 12 cards now. Trigger Mantis, return Saturnus in order to summon Mantis. Take Mantis and Armor Horn. Out comes Stag Sovereign. Banish more to summon Beargrim. Partisan proc. Partisan comes back. We take Scout Boogie and Beargrim. Make Pica-Falena again. Formation proc, summon Scale Bomber, but that gets Ghost Ogred. They're on 6. They'll Skullmeister one more time. Stopping Wisteria. Now, we have a lot of big numbers on field, and they have basically their whole deck in their hand. Let's see what happens. There goes Vision Resonator. That was their normal summon, I'm pretty sure. No, it's special summon. They control a Dark Dragon. There goes Branded Regained. We bring out Lubellion. That procs Druisworm. They'll target the Stag Sovereign. Lubellion procs. Branded Beast was somehow still in the deck after all that time. Out comes Crimson Gaia. We normal summon Soul Resonator. Return Skullmeister. It is a fiend. That makes sense why they're using it now. I understand now. Out comes Bone Archfiend. We'll lower his lower the Resonator's level. Would you believe me if they lose this? Yes, I would. Out comes Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising returns Soul Resonator. Out comes Archfiend Abyss. We're now Magma Hut. Send away Pica-Falena. Proc Oovaloop. Banish Red Rising. Oovaloop goes back to hand. Activate Oovaloop. Send away RDA. Take Oovaloop and Magma Hut. Make Dispater. Dispater proc. Bring back Archfiend Abyss. Baldrake proc. Send Skullmeister. Regain proc. Send him back. Draw a card because we need it. Crimson Gaia proc, send away the Resonator, add him back. Hot Red proc. Oovaloop comes back. We try Wisteria again, they send away Skullmeister again. Now they have to mill their, like, whole hand. It's end of turn. Here's Imperm. We proc Pica-Falena. Valor. That's fine. We normal summon Arbalest. Target Scout Buggy. Proc the Wind. He's a tuner now. We summon Magma Hut. And we Imperm. So we Imperm Arbalest. That'll shut off the wind. That's fine. We have Stag Sovereign. Stag Sovereign will return Saichi in order to stop Stag... Dispater will trigger Saichi to stop Stag Sovereign. That's fine. We have Armor Horn. We'll banish these 3. Out comes Armor Horn. Banish 3 more. Out comes Beargrim again. Partisan procs now that it was banished. Bam! Yeah, so I think what would have helped them a lot there, it would depend on their deck. I don't know what that person's running in their deck. RDA can have like a couple of options. Where's mine? Here it is. What I think would have helped just a little bit. Oh, I gotta do some editing here. Let's get rid of you, and let's add in. I need like one of anything right now, basically. Also, I need like less of these. I don't need these as much. You know, matter of fact, hold on. There we go. It was not Max Eevee. Okay, so like, yes, not maxing you would have been a good idea, but they kind of shotgunned Maxi without knowing what you were playing. So, I kind of don't blame them. Recommend Shining Star Dragon. Yeah, I kind of watch competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't watch live, obviously, but I pay attention to, like, competitive players when they play. Like Jesse Cotton and Joshua Schmidt and whatnot. I watch a lot of, like, channels, because it's, like, a good idea for, like, and deck building profiles, especially, when, like, competitive players, like, talk about what cards they're using. Yeah, I watch that stuff in the competitive sphere. Anyway, no, what I would have done, what would have helped, just a smidgen, just a little bit, I don't know if they were running Pure, or if they were, potentially running the Centurion cards. But the Centurion cards would have been really handy here, because they would have been able to make Chaos Angel, and that would have insulated his entire board from monster effects and destruction. Now, I'm not fully aware of what the bug spells and traps would have been able to do. I'm almost certain one of your spells and traps could have probably dealt with Chaos Angel. But yeah, he was kind of playing on autopilot and not really looking at what you had. And was just kind of just like going off of like a flow. Like a flow chart, basically, which is not something you really want to do. Like, ever. Also, hold on. I am moving a bit slow. Okay, there we go. I should probably clean my PC after this. I don't think it's been a while since the last time, but it wouldn't hurt. A Pop, Negate, and Graveyard Banish 2. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it just depends on what the hell their deck was running. Like, I can't really make too many recommendations otherwise. Let's see, do I have to, like, refine that, yeah, I do. Damn. I have to put in numbers again? 7 breakers, I would imagine. Yeah, I'm curious. Let's look at the second one. That's 420, 456, 021. Yeah, let's check out the second replay. Alrighty, opponent's going first. We open Scout Buggy, Guard Mantis, Fuelos, or Supply Squad, and Sting Lancer. Synchrons! Oh god, there's gonna be sadness happening here. Alright, there's Dunk Speeder. Speeder proc, we send away Fua. Yeah, I love the song. Alright, there's all our tuners. Stardust activates. Here comes Arrive in Light. There's Illumination. Send away the lady. Baron first. Not a terrible idea. Monster Reborn. We bring back the lady. Retaliating Sea. We do not bring back the lady, which is unfortunate. I like the lady. I want the dragon mommy. Alrighty, no Dragon Mommy. Oh, no, wait, we are bringing out Dragon Mommy. What does Retaliating Sea do? This is Special Summon. All its cards faced up. Ah! It's macro while it's on board. Okay. Alright, out comes OG Stardust. Lady still activates, bringing out a token. Token proc with Jet Synchron. Formula? Celestial Double Star Shaman. I've never seen that card before in my life. Let's see. A Fairy Synchro Tuner, a Tuner and a Non-Tuner. When this card is Synchro Summoned, special summon up to 4 level 2 Non-Tuners from your hand or graveyard in defense. Their effects are negated. You can only special summon Synchros for the rest of the turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. Alright. Alright, so Synchron Carrier comes back. So we take Shaman and OG Stardust. We make Dissipator, since everything's getting banished anyway. We'll take Revolution and Synchron Carrier. We make Hyper Librarian. Alright. We arrive in light. Here's Converging Wills. We proc Wheel Synchron, lower Dissipator's level, bring back Wheel Synchron, take Wheel Synchron and Hyper Librarian. Out comes Chaos. Let's see. Was that with a Light in the Dark? Yes it is. Alrighty, so we currently have Synchro Protection, Destruction Protection. We have Baron's Omni and a pop. We have Dissipator, Shuffle, Potential Negate so far. Let's see what else happens. We banish the Retaliating Sea, so our graveyard is back online again. End. Alrighty. Here's Fua. We proc Fua. Alright, first things first. Guard Mantis, free special. Dragon Bite. We proc on the Dragon Bite. That's fine. We have Sting Lancer. Dissipator proc. Reshuffle Retaliating. That's fine. Here comes Rapier. Send away Goki Pole. Activate the wind. The wind is now alive. Goki Pole proc. Here comes Resonance. We draw Bullseye. Bullseye summon. Do some burn. Proc the wind. That's a 6. Out comes Saichi again. Saichi proc. Saichi's now a tuner. Proc the wind. We arrive in light. There's Twinbow. Proc Saichi. Return the wind. The wind is alive again. Banish Rapier. We take these two. Out comes the Berlantis, the Menacing Mantis. I'm going to say its full name every time because it's more fun that way. Saichi proc to do a little bit of burn. We send away the Ragnarika. That's a 12. Out comes Partisan. Out comes Sting the Poison. Bring him back. Pico Felina. Pico proc, sending away Scout Buggy, Super Soldier, or Supply Soldier proc. Bam. Pico proc, Resonance. Return these 3, draw a card. Ash Blossom. Refusion. Out comes Saturnus. Saturnus proc. Out comes the Monk. Samurai proc, Resonance proc. Don't you love Resonance not being once per turn? We got Doom Dozer. We summon Transcicada. He has tokens. Oh yeah, I love the song. Alright, we bring out Sting. Our formation is ready. Here's Invincible Atlas. Scout Buggy brings out the other Scout Buggy. We take the 2 Scout Buggies and we're going into Cicada King. Yes, we are. Armor Horn, yep. Out comes Papillion. Humongous Hive Hegemon Zex... Hold the fucking phone. Humongous Hive Hegemon Zexstagger. That's a fucking name right there. Ah, I see. He's a bug Megazord. You gotta love Yu-Gi-Oh! Armor Horn comes back, proccing both Resonance Insects that we just banished. Send away Bear Groom. Send away Retaliating Sea. Mantis Monk proc. Send Saturnus back. Stag Sovereign returns. Bear Groom summons. Grand Partisan returns. Pop the non-synchros. And now we just punch them to death. So we take our landing using Doom Dozer and Monk. Out comes the Heavy Cavalry. We banish Papillion. We take our formation. We set Wisteria and Hunting Dance. Okay, there we go. Internet hiccup. God, good thing I didn't decide to do anything major today. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, we're good there. We're good there. Okay, we are good. Yay. Alrighty, we're alive again. I really wish my internet would stop exploding like that. I'm starting to think it might be something else, not gonna lie. Oh well. We will thug it out. Let's keep going. Real quick, I'm gonna refresh real quick just to double check that. There we go. Let me double check these two actually. We're good there. Let me refresh this. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Alrighty. Back to adventure. Alrighty. Wisteria summons. Hunting Dance procs, getting rid of you. We Raigeki as much as we can. We formation for a token. Out comes the Megazord. We're tuning, except we have Ash Blossom in hand. That's fine. We Nova Summon Junk Synchron. We bring out Converging Wills. We bounce those back. Grand Partisan resummons. Do a bit of burn. Proc Sting the Wasp. Punch the Megazord. Punch the Cavalry. Proc more time. Send back the Cicada. Send back Retaliating. Reset Wisteria. And they give up. Bugs are neat. Should have popped Chaos. You were nervous about the Bestial negating the reborning of the XZ. Fair enough. Of the Synchro EB, yeah. Ah! bugs are neat. Brain is braining. Replays. Yeah, I myself don't have too many replays. As you saw, internet's just been randomly exploding for no reason as of late. So, yeah. I don't remember many. Actually, no, wait. I take that back. I do remember these because these are relatively recent. This one I remember a little. Alright, we're going first. I have Valor, Maiden of White, Ash Blossom, and Jet Dragon in hand. Could have resynced the big guy, though. Yeah, this is just a big old standard Blue Eyes list. This is as Blue Eyes gets. Stop. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Let's see. What would I do? What would I start with here? I don't think I would start with Maiden. I think I'd probably normal summon one of the Valors to go into the Blue Eyes. That's what I do. Good job, me. Bully Malice and Riser with that deck sometimes. I can believe it. Ash Blossom and Fuelos. Well, I'm not afraid of Fuelos. The Ash Blossom is a little annoying, but that's why I decided to do this instead of go for Maiden first. Because getting Ashed on Maiden would have been awful. Speaking of, we'll set Roar of the Blue Eyes, we'll proc it. Tribute Spirit, bring out Jet. Top replays more of a defensive stance. Yeah, and we gotta end here, but we'll live. Alright, now I know I'm playing against heroes. I gotta say, whenever I see heroes playing a vanilla that's not Neos, I become instantly afraid. What kind of villainy are they preparing? Her burst fire burns away villainy? I don't believe you! Alright, we True Light for its Majesty. Out comes Ferris. We'll use our Valor on Ferris. Not much else we can use it on, except he gets called by! They called by my Twink! Alrighty. Off to some standard hero plays now. This is going to be sad. They banish Ferris, they grab Polly. Out comes Cross Crusader. That's a great name, by the way. They grab Liquid, they swing for some reason. I don't know what they were planning there. We Malicious for Malicious. We take Cross Crusader and Malicious. We make Infernal Devicer. There's Neos. That's what I was expecting. We Poly. There's Avian and Liquid Soldier into Infernal Rage. Liquid procs. Rage procs. Yeah, hero players are weird because it's either, like, they have the God Hand and they win no matter what, or like they don't do anything. There's no middle ground. It's a weird deck. Out comes Wonder Driver. I love that name. With Miracle Fusion, are we getting Sunrise? What are we doing here? Yep, Sunrise. Wonder Driver, we return Polly. A Dusted Gold, great name. Out comes the Supreme King Castle. We'll proc it, we'll activate Polly, sending away Infernal Rage and, that was Dead End. Out comes Shining. And yeah, he tried to, destroy my trap, but that's what Jet Dragon is for. You're not destroying that. Alright, so the bad news is I drew Fuelos, and I don't really need Fuelos. The good news is everything else on my board lives, so let's Majesty real quick. That's when they'll proc Favorite Contact. Out comes Neos Lord. Every time I see this card, I'm like, what does this card do? Let's see. You need Neos, or a fusion that mentions it, and an effect monster. Must be special summoned with Dark Fusion. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If this card is special summoned, or a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard while this card's on the field, target a face-up monster your opponent controls and take control of it. Alrighty. They're gonna yoink my monster. Alright, well... he's gonna use that to take Jet. Fair enough, I suppose. I'm gonna use True Light now in order to set wishes. So now they have Jet. Fine. We'll grab Ultimate Fusion, we'll grab Sage. We'll proc Wishes, targeting blue. We'll proc Sage, adding Kaiba Man. 2 negates, 2 graveyard banish, 2 pops, banish all on field. A Call by you drew and a hand trap. Alright, proc the Mausoleum, send the Vanilla, Tribute. There's Big Blue, Maiden Summon. Mausoleum Summon to bring out Kaiba Man. Bring out our third Blue Eyes. Alright, first one to send. Out comes Spirit. Second one to send. Out comes our second Spirit. And then we'll take Blue Eyes into Typhon. So we'll send Shining back and we'll hold off right here. Do I think it's overkill on the hero player? Never. Alright, we proc Spirits. Out comes Ultimate Spirit. Out comes Crimson. Now, he's gonna try and take Ultimate Spirit. But that's fine, because we're gonna use Crimson. Now, normally I would go for Saphir. But if he's gonna take my Blue Eyes anyway... I think I would prefer Blazar in this instance. We proc True Light to set wishes for later. He'll activate Supreme King's Castle in order to get rid of Typhon. So now he'll proc my Ultimate Spirit to stop Blazar's negation here. And that sucks. But that doesn't stop him from coming back. Out comes Synchro Rumble. Do. Gotta skip that one. Damn. That's fine. We'll True Light. Bring back Blue Eyes. Send away Kaiba Man. Trigger Maiden. Kaiba Man procs, adding Chaos Max to hand. We'll trigger Ultimate Fusion. Out comes Master Magia. So now he's gonna try and take Blazar. I'm gonna use Magia to stop it. See, now, the fun thing about this is, because he took my Jet Dragon earlier, none of his stuff is gonna get destroyed right now. We're at the weirdest impasse of all time right now. So he'll try to activate the damage boost, but Magia can still negate stuff. It can negate a spell, a trap, and a monster. So now we just do some damage. Increase gets summoned. I'm fine with that. We'll attack again. We'll proc Wishes, send away Maxi, grab Bingo Machine, go! To grab Veiler. Out comes Sinister Necrom. So I'm going to Veiler the Neos Lord right now, so he's not yoinking more of my stuff. Out comes Toxic Bubble. He activates Vision Fusion. Which one does that even do? Hold on, real quick. Vision Fusion. Fusion summon a hero from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. You can also use up to 2 monsters in the spell and trap zone that are treated as continuous traps if you banish them. That's pretty cool. So he activates Ultimate Spirit. I can just use Magia on the Ultimate Spirit because I'm negating a spell and now I'm negating a monster. God, I love Master Magia. People say it's a win more card. I agree, and it's fun to win more. Battle phase, he's gonna try and bounce back. Lightstorm, no. We proc True Light to bring out Blue Eyes. Maiden comes back. Chaos Max back in hand. Not the best, not the worst. But you know, it has been a while since I actually summoned him. Oh, you're not surviving this turn. Yeah, so fun fact about Crimson Dragon. The monster doesn't need to be on my side of the field to proc it. Don't you love double piercing damage? See, perfect example of an average hero duel. They either have the god hand and they win, or they die in the most ridiculous fashion. There's no middle ground. It's either the highest of peaks or the deepest of nadirs. Up next, we have, looks like I'm using Skull Servants up against Lunalights. Want to see my version of RDA Centurion Bestial? Sure. Alrighty, I open White Prince, White Baking, Gamma Seal, Raigeki, and King Sark. Not bad. Alright, Gold Leo at Silverhound. Silverhound procs. We summon Kaleidochick. We send the Black Sheep, we re-add the Black Sheep. Versus a Runic. Alrighty. We add the Poly, we Poly. Out comes Perfume. Perfume procs, Kaleidochick procs, returning Poly. Alrighty, we activate the perfume. What do you think the perfume smells like? Alright, we take Yellow Martin and Kaleidochick. Out comes Dempsey. We proc Dempsey in order to send away Yellow Martin. That procs Yellow Martin now. Ooh, yay. Do 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 do. Alright, they grab a rock! Cross Sheep? Yep, Cross Sheep. I love Cross Sheep. It's adorable. I want one. They return Tiger to reactivate Tiger. Tiger procs. Bring back Kaleidochick. Bring out, Emerald. We now activate the Masquerade. Into Dugares. We're going through all the Xyzs right now. There's Wolf. This smells good enough to reborn somebody and draw someone in. Fair enough. There's the big Tiger Thighs. There's IP Mask. And 2 face downs. Alrighty. Well, I draw a Unizombie. Let's get rid of the big lady. Let's Raigeki. Let's force them to use that IP. Out comes SP. Yep. That's about the result I expected. I'm not too upset. Well, King Sark, they proc Silverhound. I always forget that card exists. At least it's not the Cali lock version. I didn't even know that was a version. There are people who are... Oh, no. Hold the phone here. No, we gotta... Pause. You're telling me there are some fucking walking, living among us supervillains who are not only making the giant liger dancer Tiger Mommy, but are also summoning Kali Yuga to fucking lock you. What a bunch of fucking war criminals. Guantanamo Bay was made for people like that. Yeah, of course the Liger's unaffected. That's why one of the main reasons they search Nib, because they can grab Nib, they don't get nibbed. It's why before they banned Baguska, it's why they used to just make Baguska, because it wouldn't affect the Liger Dancer. Wow. Alright, we'll proc Unizombie in order to mill something. Now, you did banish Unizombie, but that's fine. I still get to mill things. Send it away, White Baking. Now we proc White Lord, and we get not too much in mills, but we get enough, I suppose. And then they impulse me. Yeah, Andy's a heavy storm. Yeah, wow. Let me summon the big boner! He's not too big right now. Listen, he's a grower, not a shower. Alrighty, they proc Wolf, send away Black Sheeps, another perfume. Yep, more perfume. I gotta say, I think out of all the designs, I like Perfume Dancer the most because it's very gestury, and I like that. That's always fun. My favorite like jester like thing is Mirror Kirby from Kirby Superstar. That's my favorite Kirby power. I fucking love Mirror Kirby. proc our perfume again. We get 2 perfumes. That's a lot of fucking perfume. No, dude, not gonna lie. Dude, I hate perfume. The fucking, like, aerosols, like, is like an instant migraine triggerer for me. I hate perfumes. Like, oh god, it fucking just makes me want to, like, end it. I can't stand perfume. And it can be done without a normal summon. Good lord. Alright, we send away the other Tiger Mommy. We reset Luna Wolf in order to use her effect again. We take these to 4. Out comes Liger again. Yep. Behold, white baking! Yeah, I bet you didn't know it was a hand trap! Try and punch me now, Tiger Mommy! Hey, look at that! Forbidden Droplet! Ow, big numbers, fun. Alrighty, now before we get to this monstrosity of a duel... No, not the campaign code, you goofy. Bam, there we go. Let's put this in again, one more time. That's 420, 456, 021. I can't spell. There we go. I'm silly. You know what? Hold on. Let me just fucking do that. So I don't need to worry about this. Alright, versus Runic, you said. It's right here. Let's check the deck. I'm curious. Let's see. Got the dudes. We got Shining Stars. Bum, 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 bum. We got Soul Fist. What are we, fucking, Rose? We're playing Street Fighter? Equipped to a Dragon Synchro. RDA equipped with this card is a tower now. Alright, cool. You can make the attack of all monsters become equal to the equipped monsters. When an attack is declared involving the equipped monster, target a monster in the opponent's graveyard, banish it, gain that attack. Neat. And the rest of this is these two I haven't seen before. Red Rain. If you control the level 8 or higher Synchro, banish all monsters on the field except the monster with the highest level. Remaining monsters are unaffected by other card effects except their own until the end of the turn. If a Dark Dragon Synchro is summoned while this card's in your grave, you can add it to hand. Time to stand up! If a Dragon Synchro is on the field, special summon up to 2 monsters that are Resonators and or a level 1 Dragon from deck. When a monster effect is activated while you control a level 10 or higher Dark Dragon Synchro, you can banish this card from your grave, negate it, and the Synchro monster you control gains 2,000 attack. I see where we're going. And I'm familiar with the rest of the cards there. The extra deck is normal. Yeah, it's mostly these other spells and traps I'm not familiar with. Let's check it out. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm sorry. What kind of war crime is going on down here? Before we check out the Synchro Duel... What am I looking at? This had to be like a challenge or something. Like this person had to be just like rolling deck building stuff and getting there. Ah, good lord. Alrighty, time to bully a Bulbasaur. Alright, we're going first. We have Crimson, Ash, Bones, Shining Star, and Lubellion. This is a good hand. Alright, we take Crimson and Bone. Big Red Rising. Proc Red Rising. Crimson comes back. Crimson activates. Bring out our other guys. We have Vision and Synchron. Out comes Scarred. Ooh, yay. We grab Crimson Gaia. We proc Crimson Gaia. Out comes Soul Resonator. Take Synchron and Scarred. We make Archfiend Abyss. Synchron proc. Scarred proc. Out comes good old RDA. Out comes Bane. Lubellian proc. Here we come out with Magma Hut. We banish the Shining Star. Magma Hut proc. Bring out Lubellian. We set Regained. We use Vision and Bane in order to make probably Oxia. Yep. Oxia proc. Out comes Stand Up. When I move, you move. Just like that. Out comes Lotus. We proc Lotus. Take Lotus and Soul. Out comes another Red Rising. Target Vision. Red Lotus procs. You send away Time to Stand Up. Makes sense. This is like definitely a way more trap-heavy version than normal. Out comes Dissipator. Send away Ash Blossom. Set Trudea. Normal summon Trudea. High Trudea. Or special summon Trudea. Send Primera. Bring out Primera. Activate Primera. We grab Phalanx. And we end. Raigeki. That's fine. We have Hot Red for that. Thanks, Archfiend Abyss. Flashing Fire. We'll Phalanx so that he is nice and safe. The Golden Droplet. Dude, not gonna lie, I could not imagine playing Runic and running into 60 card piles. I would be so upset. That's fine. Hot Red is safe for next turn. We will proc Regained, proc Dispelling. Activate Shining Star. I kind of want to make Runic again. I really actually enjoyed Bystial Runic. I thought that was really fun. But like Runic is like a really good combination with the MST archetype that's coming out, Raging Typhoon. So like I kind of want to make Runic again in preparation for that. I fuck with Runic. Runic is neat. Alright, Scarred comes out. We'll take these two. That's 12. Out comes Crimson. Yup. Dispelling the Gaia. We don't really mind. And they surrender. That poor guy. Neat. Yeah. RDA is fun. But I'm just like really biased towards Synchro decks. That could just be the Synchro brain talking. Alrighty now. Let's just say this recent Duelist Cup has been really, something. If you can't see the turn count because chat's in the way, this duel went on for 20 turns. Every duel I have with Stun is like a fucking odyssey, I swear. Alright, my opponent's going first. I open Pot of Desires, Necro Valley, Super Poly, evenly matched, and there can only be one. Not the worst hand going second. They activate Foolish Burial Goods. I see the Succumbing Song Morganite. So I'm like, oh, it's a mirror match. They grab Time Tearing Morganite. They proc it. I also noticed they're on 60 cards, and then I noticed that they play Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage, and now I'm just like, what the fuck? Alright, well, there's Hornet drones. Out comes Kagari. We return the Mobilize Engage. We'll activate it one more time. We grab Linkage. We'll proc Linkage. Send away Kagari. Out comes Ace Zero. Zero activates, grabbing Mobilize Engage one more time. There's Widow Anchor. End. Alrighty. Not the worst. We can deal with that. I draw Extravagance, which unfortunately I have to use first because of how its effect is. We banish 6. We got Majesty's Fiend and Decisive Battle of Golgonda, which honestly is pretty nice. We'll use Evenly Matched to force them to get rid of things. We'll proc Necro Valley to stop them from recurring from their grave. We'll set There Can Only Be One and Super Poly, and now let's see what happens. There goes Duster, but thankfully, that's what Golgonda is there for. Out comes Runic Dispelling. Time to activate Teekboo, because it means it will slow them down. There's Huggin. Huggin procs, they send away Tactics, they grab their Fountain. I forget, is this card at 2 now? No, it's still at 1. Alright. They proc Slash Draw! I'm not gonna lie, every time I see this card, I immediately start fearing for my life. I have been on the receiving end of the dying to this card more than twice. They send away, I think that wasn't Flashing Fire, that was something else. But that's fine, they just reset, thankfully. That could have been worse. We have Majesty's Fiend, but I can't really do anything. I don't want to use Pot of Desires just yet. Now that I recognize that they have activated their Time-Tearing Morganite, I actually don't want to draw as much as possible. I want to take this slowly, because as long as they have as long as they have a little bit less than double of my cards, that means they'll deck out before I deck out. So I actually don't want to draw any more cards. So I'm not going to be using Pot of Desires. Out comes Smiting Storm. Yeah, and that's why. Because Necro Valley's on the board, it means they cannot recycle their Runic cards to mill me out by Runicking me. So basically it means all of their Runic cards are now only once per duel, essentially, because they can't bring them back. So even if they were to theoretically use all their Runic cards, like, once, that's still not enough. I will eventually out-resource them and have more cards in my deck than they will. So I need to take this slow. I need to take this really slow. I need to take this very slow. Lose 1 turn's not the worst, but they're not going to be doing that much special summoning to begin with. Soul Drain is pretty handy, but once again, if Necro Valley's already there, is it really going to do much? Probably not. Out comes Smiting Storm. They'll banish 4 again. They try once again to Fountain, but it's not gonna work. Duster. Duster is really good, but I don't want to use it yet. I want to hold off on it until I can actually summon any of my fiends. They activate Guilt Gripping Morganite, which is, yeah, this is Morganite, alright. Another lose 1 turn. Again, I don't want to use any of this yet. We're gonna hold off. Time Tearing once again. Out comes Runic Slumber. They mill 3 more. I'm on 15, they're on 28. Clockwork Knight is actually pretty handy, because Teekboo's up now. They have 26, I have 13. Now that I have Guilt Gripping Morganite, I can actually get rid of some of their advantage. They activate Nightmare Archfiends. I haven't seen this card in forever. This is a pretty old card. It will tribute a monster to special summon 3 Nightmare Archfiend tokens to my side of the field. And then when they get destroyed, I take 800 damage. Problem. They'll also Flashing Fire, which, in order to bring back something. Out comes Munin. Yeah, so token. A problem with that. Teekboo's on the field. Yeah, so they just leave. There goes all that stuff. We're gonna Super Poly in order to get rid of the Munin here. I just needed anything. I don't really care what this is. Now we can activate Guilt Gripping Morganite. And out comes Vanities. Amazing what a little bit of patient play does for you. We have 2 face downs, but I don't really care. We'll activate Succumbing Song Morganite. We'll summon our last Majesty, and we swing for victory. Stun is really funny because, like, especially stun merit matches, like, it's such an interesting duel of, like, resource masturbation, essentially. A lot goes on in a stun mirror. I still prefer bugs, I get it. Speaking of preferences, this duel I had, was this literally today? This was today. Yeah, this literally happened today. See, I told you I'm tired. I fucking... Yeah, here's the duel I had for Duelist Cup. That was pretty funny. Longest duel was against VES Fiendsmith. 5 turns. That's... I think my longest duel count was 38 turns. Alrighty, my opponent won the coin flip, and they're going first. I have Maxi, Ash Blossom, Malulu, Fualos, and Horn. Now you might think, oh, you're playing Draco Tail. Correct! I'm playing Centurion Draco Tail! Don't ask me why. I just kind of was like, this has got to be goofy, right? It is goofy. Alright, they summon Cartesia. I'll start by activating Fua. They'll proc Cartesia. I'll activate Max C now. They send away Lucius and Valor. Out comes Arthalion. Fualos is now active. We do find mana from that, which is quite nice. Arthalion procs. Lucius procs. I'm going to use my own 5 mana now. Bam! Out comes my own Arthalion. They'll set Ketu. There goes Valor. And there goes Lucius back. Now, I'm going to use Arthalion, not on their Arthalion, but instead on their Cartesia. I don't want her on the field so that they can fusion more. And I'm going to return Ash Blossom, and now we're going to activate Malulu. So, Malulu activates, setting Flame. Arthalion proc. They have Ketu, but we have Ash Blossom. 25 turns, yep. So Ketu stops. They have a face down, and we end it. Alright, it's my turn. I draw Atri. I summon Atri. Let's take these 2. Into Ogzia. We'll proc Ogzia. They have Valor still in their hand, which, not gonna lie, I completely forgot about. That's fine. We can live with it. Let's at least get rid of their Arthalion. We have Flame and Horn on field, so we'll be fine. We'll be alive. Down comes Lucius. We're just gonna send him back. Anything to slow them down as much as I can. We'll return 5 mana. That adds Urgula to hand. They add their own 5 mana in order to fusion summon, which makes sense. They'll activate it right now. Sending away Cartesia and Lucius. Out comes Gualamel? No, Arthalion still. Alrighty. They'll return 5 mana in Cartesia. Lucius procs. Their Arthalion that was in there earlier activates again. Mine also activates. So now my Arthalion hits the board. Their Arthalion hits the board. Their Lucius procs setting Rahu. And their Arthalion procs returning 5 mana. And Cartesia. They've used up their normal summon. They'll proc Rahu. Now's a good time as any to use Flame. We don't want them doing that. They're going to use their own Flame on their own Rahu so that they can at least get the draw. And the return. They have King of the Swamp in hand. They'll proc it. Here's the Poly. They'll proc the Poly. Out comes Gualamel. Yep. Gualamel proc. Goodbye, my Arthalion. They have Sting. So I'm going to be taking some damage here, but I'll live. And... Alright, we have Urgula in hand and Rahu in hand. We're going to need that. They'll activate 5 mana. So, they 5 mana. They target Arthalion and Cartesia in order to make Secretion. Makes sense. I activate Rahu, sending the Urgula in my hand and 5 mana in order to make Arthalion. You might be wondering why I'm making Arthalion if I can't use its effects because of Secretion. Well, you see, it's very simple. We're going to use Urgula, and we're going to use 5 mana. That'll proc Gualamel. Out comes Arthalion. Urgula procs, setting Ketu. Let's get rid of Sting. 5 mana procs, setting Rahu, which we already used. That's fine. We'll use Urgula to return 5 mana. We'll use Ketu to add Pan. Now we'll use the 5 mana and the Pan to make our own Secretion. But we're not done. We'll use Arthalion and Pan. Pan sets another Ketu. We'll get rid of their Arthalion to summon our own Arthalion. And now we have the numbers advantage. And our opponent realized that and surrendered. God, I love Draco Tail! I wish I could see what deck they're using, but Duelist Cup is booty and doesn't let me see what my opponent is using. I want to see what they had. But yeah, here is the abomination that is Centurion Draco Tail. Honestly, not gonna lie, it basically comes down to, hey, if you have 5 mana in hand, then do some shit. And if not, then just do Centurion shit. It's pretty nice. It's goofy, but it works. Listen, any excuse I have to combine a dragon deck that I really like with Centurion, I'ma take. God, I love Centurion. Ah! There we go. Also, hold on, let me rechange that. There we go. Also, I said my longest duel was 38 turns. Hold on, I gotta double check that actually. I think it was 38. Let's see. Never mind! 52! I'm almost certain I have a replay of that in one of my replay videos. I could not tell you which one it is for the life of me, though. Oh, good lord, 52. I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to go back and now, like, find which video of mine was that fucking long. Sadly, gotta skip this one. We're almost done, though, so it's not the end of the world. Ah! What just exploded there? What was that? OBS is stroking it. But yeah. I think that will be all for now. Unless, by chance, there is someone who decides to pop in and wants to share some of their own replays right now. Because I will always be down for watching replays. I like replays. Replays are fun. Dude, I swear, other card games need to have replays. Like, it is really fun and, like, very useful to, like, go back and look at your plays. And, like, learn from previous mistakes. Learn from other people's mistakes. That's very handy. Yeah, more games need replays. Replays are fun. But yeah, I think that will be it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll come around for next time. Next time being Thursday, where we will finally get to the fighting game that I've been meaning to play for a while. Hopefully my internet problem's all nice and solved by then. Yeah. Yay. Thank you. Later. Whee!